Good evening, everyone. Today, my group and I are going to be presenting on Sabah Air Aviation, a well-established aviation company in Malaysia, and we will be covering its background, risk, and strategies to ensure safe operations. Right, so we'll be proceeding with the background of Sabah Air Aviation. Sabah Air Aviation was initially established to provide air transport services to remote areas in Sabah where commercial airlines like Malaysia Airlines could not operate. The company was created to support economic growth, medical services, and government operations, ensuring that even the most inaccessible regions had access to air transportation. Over time, Sabah Air expanded its operation, incorporating helicopter and fixed-wing services, making it one of Malaysia's most versatile aviation providers. So currently, Sabah Air Aviation now offers a diverse range of aviation services, including medical evacuation, which they are providing emergency medical transport and healthcare access to rural areas in partnership with the Ministry of Health. Secondly, they also do offshore oil and gas support, which includes transporting crew and supplies to offshore oil rigs, ensuring the continuous operation of Malaysia's petroleum industries. And other services includes area services like conducting aerial mapping, photography, and power line inspections for infrastructure projects. And lastly, they also do tourism and sightseeing as well. They actually operate over Sabah's breathtaking landscapes, boosting the state's tourism industry. So, by expanding its capabilities, Sabah Air has contributed significantly to Malaysia's aviation, healthcare, and economic sectors. Currently, Sabah Air Aviation operates a diverse fleet of aircraft, ensuring flexibility in its operations. Some of the aircraft in its fleet include 3 helicopters and 2 aircrafts. I'll be starting off with the helicopters, which is the Bell 206, the Augustus Westland, and the Eurocopter. And as for the airplane, they have the Nomad and the Beach King. The company operates from Kota Kinabalu, Sabah, with maintenance and operational facilities strategically located to ensure safety and efficiency. So, as part of the future plans for Sabah Air Aviation, Sabah Air Aviation has received recognition for its outstanding contribution, including winning the Grand Laureates Best Aviation Company Award in 2022. Moving forward, the company is exploring the establishment of Malaysia's first independent maintenance, repair, and overhaul facility in East Malaysia, which will enhance aviation infrastructures in the region. With nearly 50 years of excellence, Sabah Air continues to be a leader in Malaysia's aviation industry, ensuring safety, reliability, and innovation. Thank you.
Now we will move on to the 5 main risks faced by Sabah Air Aviation, SAA. As a key player in the aviation industry, SAA have encountered several challenges that could affect its daily operations. Now let's go over the 5 main risks that could be faced by the company. As for the first one, we have safety and security risk. SAA operates in remote and sometimes difficult to reach areas, which increases the risk of accidents or mechanical problems. For example, flying in mountainous or offshore regions can create more chances for things to go wrong. Any safety issues, whether due to mechanical failure or security threats, could lead to serious legal problems and damage the company's reputation. That's why ensuring the safety of passengers, crew, and aircraft is always the top priority for SAA. Next, we have point number 2 is a regulatory and compliance risk. The aviation industry is governed by strict rules and regulations. SAA, which is Sabah Air Aviation, must follow the standards set by authorities like the Civil Aviation Authority in Malaysia. If there are any violations or sudden changes in these regulations, the company could face fines, restrictions, or even lose its operating licenses. This makes it essential for SAA to stay on top of regulatory updates and make sure they are always in full compliance to continue their operations smoothly. Now, let's discuss operational risk. These include challenges like managing the fleet, dealing with weather-related delays, and handling technical issues. For example, bad weather, like heavy rain or strong winds, can cause flight delays or cancellations, especially when traveling to remote locations. If there are technical issues or the fleet is not managed efficiently, it can lead to even bigger disruptions. All of these issues can hurt customer satisfaction and, of course, the company's profits. So, effective fleet management and quick responses to operational issues are very important for minimizing this risk. For the financial risk, SAA's financial health can be affected by things like fluctuating fuel prices, economic downturns, and change in demand for air travel. For example, when fuel prices go up, it can increase the cost of running flights, which impacts the company's bottom line. Also, if there is an increase in demand for air travel, especially in sectors like tourism or oil and gas, it could lead to lower revenues for SAA. Being able to handle these financial challenges and find ways to stay profitable is key to keeping the company stable. Lastly, we have competitive and market risk. SAA have faces competition from other airlines and low-cost carriers that could take away customers. The market is constantly changing, and consumers are increasingly looking for cheaper alternatives. SAA needs to remain competitive by adapting to these challenges and finding ways to offer value. If they don't keep up with market demands, they could lose their share of the market, which would hurt profitability.
So here I would like to talk about the levels of risk. So firstly we have to talk about the safety and security risk. Okay, what is the level of risk? Which it is a high risk. Why? The aviation industry is inherently high risk due to the potential for accident, technical failures and security threats such as terrorism, hijacking and cyber attacks. Second of all, regulatory and compliance risk. Okay, what's the levels of risk? It is a moderate to high risk. Okay, why? The aviation sector is heavily regulated by agencies like the Civil Aviation Authority of Malaysia, which we call CAAM, and international bodies such must comply with strict safety, operational and environmental standards. Thirdly, operational risk. The level of risk is moderate risk. Why? Weather condition, mechanical failures, crew fatigue and scheduling issues can disrupt flights. Remote operating may face fuel shortage, airstrip limitation and maintenance challenges. Right. Fourthly, financial risk. So the level of risk is high risk. Why? Aviation is capital intensive with high cost for aircraft maintenance, fuel, insurance and salaries. Fuel prices fluctuate impacting profitability. So economic downturns or reduced demand for charter flights could lower the revenue. So what are the mitigation strategies? To diversification for revenue such as cargo services, tourism partnerships, VIP charters and many more. And fuel hedging to manage price fluctuations. So cost cutting measures without compromising safety and quality will be more better. And fifthly, last but not least, competitive and market. So what are the levels of risk? It is a moderate risk. Why? SAS faces competition from larger commercial airlines such as Malaysia Airlines, AirAsia, Malindo and many more, which offer cheaper flights. Market demands for charter services may fluctuate based on tourism, government contract and business needs. And on economic factors such as recessions or pandemics can reduce air travel demand. Like example, how COVID give a lot of big impact on aviation. So what are the mitigation? They can train the employees, train the crews, train all the pilots, so that in any situation they don't have to. In any situation, they still have the market values. Thank you.
So I will be talking about the methods on how to reduce the risks. Let's begin with the first risk, safety and security risks. These risks include potential accidents, cyber threats, and unauthorized access to restricted areas. So to mitigate them, aviation companies must implement strict access controls and surveillance at airports and facilities. not only by conducting regular safety training for the employees, but also by enhancing aircraft security systems, including the cybersecurity measures. Advanced screening technologies for passengers and cargo also play a crucial role in minimizing these threats. So next, we have regulatory and compliance risks. Aviation companies must comply with strict international regulations, such as those from ICAO and FAA. Aviation companies must also regularly update policies and procedures to align with the new regulatory requirements. To stay compliant, companies should conduct regular audits, update their policies in line with the new regulations, and also maintain proper documentations. Implementing automated compliance tracking systems can also help streamline this process as well. The third major risk is operational risk. Delays, maintenance issues, and communication breakdowns can disrupt airline operations. To mitigate this risk, companies should optimize maintenance schedules, use AI-driven predictive analytics, and establish redundancy systems for critical operations. Effective coordination between pilots, ground staff, and the ATC, which is air traffic controls, is also essential. Now, let's discuss the financial risk. The aviation industry is highly sensitive to fuel price fluctuations and economic downturns. To minimize financial risks, companies can diversify their revenue streams through partnerships, cargo services, and loyalty programs. Additionally, hedging fuel costs and maintaining strong liquidity management strategies can also help sustain financial stability. And finally, we have competitive and market risks. The aviation industry is highly competitive. With fluctuating passenger demand and emerging technologies, to stay ahead, the airlines must focus on innovations such as eco-friendly aircraft and digital transformations. Improving customer experience, forming strategy partnerships, and monitoring market trends can also give the companies a competitive edge. So in conclusion, aviation companies must proactively manage risk to ensure safety, compliance, and financial stability. By implementing these mitigation strategies, the industry can continue to grow while prioritizing safety and efficiency.
I'll be explaining the cost for method on how to reduce the risk. Estimating the specific cost associated with various risk categories for Sabah Air Aviation is challenging due to the lack of publicly available detailed financial data. However, we can discuss the nature of these risks and the general strategies that aviation companies like SAABSV might employ to manage them. Now we'll look at safety and security risks. Aviation companies prioritize safety and security to protect passengers, crew, and assets. This involves investing in advanced navigation systems, regular maintenance, security protocol, and staff training. As AASB, commitment to safety is evident through its Safety Management System, SMS, and Continuing Airworthiness Management Organization, CAMO, both approved by Civil Aviation Authority of Malaysia, CAM. Now, regulatory and compliance risks. Operating within the aviation industry requires adherence to stringent regulations set by aviation authorities. Compliance ensures operation licenses are maintained and help avoid legal penalties. As AASB's adherence to CAM regulations and its recent approval as a CAM demonstrate its commitment to regulatory compliance. Now, for operational risks, these risks encompass potential distribution in daily operation due to equipment failure, human errors, or unforeseen events. To mitigate these risks, SSAB invests in regulatory maintenance and staff training. The company diverse fleet, including helicopters like Bell 206 Jet Ranger and fixed-wing aircraft like the Beechcraft King Air 200, requires tailored maintenance program to ensure operational efficiency. In terms of financial risks, Financial risks involve challenges such as fluctuating fuel prices, currency exchange rates, and economic downturn that can impact profitability. While specific financial data for SAA is limited, reports indicate that the company has experienced a significant growth. For instance, in 2022, SAASB's net sale revenue increased by 45.89% and its net profit margin rose to 2.88%. Now, for competitive and market risk, the aviation sector is highly competitive, with companies vying for market shares. SASB has been recognized for its excellence, winning the Best Aviation Company Award in 2022. Additionally, its subsidiary Samza Aviation Sdn Bhd secured a 95 million ringgit contract to provide aviation services in Sabah waters, indicating a strong marketing position.
Right, so in conclusion, Sabah Air plays a critical role in providing air services across multiple sectors in Malaysia, including tourism, medical evacuation, and oil and gas. Number 2, the company faces several risks such as mechanical failure, weather disruptions, regulatory compliance challenges, financial instability, and security threats, all of which can impact operations and profitability. Number 3, effective risk management is essential to ensure the company's continued success, operational safety, and financial sustainability. Alright, so number 4, by implementing key strategies such as stringent maintenance protocol, investment in weather forecasting, compliance training, financial planning, and security improvement will mitigate this risk. Number 5, while this mitigation effort requires significant investment, they are necessary for a long-term operational efficiency and business growth. By proactively addressing these challenges, Sabah Air can enhance safety, maintain regulatory compliance, improve financial resilience, and continue to provide reliable and high-quality aviation services. So that's all from us, and thank you.